Today I'm reviewing The Adventure Begins. Oh, there it is. What? What the? How did you get in here? I don't keep Thomas Winderella in my room. No, okay, no, I'm done here. Right. You can stay there and you can think about what you've done. Stupid piece of wood. Oh. Nope, that's it. Alright then. Now I can go back to looking at a movie for 3-year-olds. You guys like that little splash of comedy? No? Oh. I'm sorry. I'll go away now. But anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about that in the comments. I've always wanted to do a sketch before, and I think this turned out pretty good. Anyways, let's take a look at The Adventure Begins. So this was released on DVD March 3rd of 2015 alongside of Dinos and Discoveries. And it was included in like a 2-pack. I'll throw a picture on the screen of what it looks like. It's interesting. I don't know if both of them came with slipcovers in the pack or if they were sold separately with slipcovers. Because my Dinos and Discoveries has a slipcover. But anyways, yep, that was March 3rd of 2015, and then that was only at Walmart, as you can tell by the sticker right down there. And then February 14th of 2017, Valentine's Day, it was released everywhere. So, like, Target, and then, I guess, some, like, local stores for you guys. Maybe it was brought back on Walmart again, I'm not sure. But anyways, let's take a look at it. So, just off the bat, I love this poster art. This is a fantastic poster art. We have all new special feature, Thomas and Friends, The Adventure Begins. I love that logo so much. It's so cool. I love this promo of Thomas, too. It really reflects the new voice that Joseph May gives to the character. Joseph May's not a bad voice for Thomas, but it could be better. I prefer his original U.S. voice and kind of current new UK voice, excuse me. The 3 big engines right down there. The classic windmill, I like that that's included on there. Then you got like a little book that Thomas is in front of. There's Edward and a screenshot from Tale of the Brave, I believe. I think that's Tale of the Brave? It looks like it could be. I'm not sure exactly. And then the Walmart sticker. So yeah, love this poster art. It is fantastic. I love the color of blue they chose here. Like, the blue and the yellow really contrast nicely together. And then that little tint of red, that's very nice. The Hey Entertainment logo, the Thomas and Friends logo again, The Adventure Begins. It's a bit different from what it was on the front. Thomas DVD Universal. It's the same on this side as well. The big story of the little blue engine on the back. There's the little barcode right down there. The really small description, that's kind of funny, but oh well. Bonus features, bonus episode, Old Reliable Edward. Excuse me, I don't know why this is only becoming a thing now. We did get a bonus episode on the Thomas Way, I believe. Why we couldn't get this on Tale of the Brave, like I pitched my idea a couple days ago, I don't know. The 2 songs. Thomas, I don't know if that's a Nitrogen promo, it might be, but then some workmen, like, painting and polishing him on the main line, like, because that makes a whole lot of sense, like, we're gonna paint him on the main line, it's not like there's an express train or a passenger train or any other freight train coming through, no, we're gonna do it right on the main line. And then that's really lazy, it's your top hat from the Hero of the Rails cover. And this, all down there. I don't want to say this was lazily put together, because this front definitely, as far as I know, wasn't lazily put together, but this back seems very lackluster. Yep, it's the same on the front, except now it says special feature. Yep, and then you got some more technical specifications, excuse me, I can't talk today. Or any day, really. I don't speak good in general. Here's the disc. I really like the coloring on that, it looks kind of cool. And then here's a nice little I'm gonna actually set this back up there because I want you all to see the glorious poster art. But this is a cool, like, I wouldn't say it's kind of a product guide, but it's more of a showcase of Thomas stuff. I guess it is a guide then. A world of friendship for your little engineer. Pretty nice. Day out with Thomas right down there. Look inside for products and offers in the world of Thomas and Friends. Cool guy. Thank you. Don't know why I said guy. This is pretty cool here. You can meet the STEAM team. Although this is outdated now, so sad day. Very sad day, actually. Some clothes, underwear, hats. Probably had some of that when I was growing up. Not this exact stuff, but Thomas clothes for sure. Pajamas. That's a really weird Thomas right there. That's not even an E2 class, which is weird. Thomas bed. I've seen this in person before. It was actually at a Goodwill that I went to not too long ago. Yeah, if I ever have a kid one day, I suppose I'll have to get this for him. Cakes and desserts. Very nice. Bikes and scooters. This thing is one of the ugliest things that they could have put on there. Thomas's face just on the front of a bike. That's terrifying. I'm just looking at this bike and it's weird. It's weird, I tell you. It's very weird. Thomas Land advertisement. I'd love to go there, but I don't really live close to Massachusetts. I think that's where that is. And because of COVID, it's probably closed. Or they're doing, like, limited guests. I'm not sure. Little Big Club. That Good to Grow stuff is back from Tale the Brave. And diapers. Fun there, because we all wear diapers. Well, I don't anymore. I got rid of them, like, last week. We're not done yet, though. We have one more copy to look at, and no, it's not some cool, like, awesome prototype version of the poster art. It's just another standard copy. It's literally exactly the same, except it doesn't have the awesome slipcover. I think it is a cheaper plastic, though. But the whole reason I have this is because of this little booklet right here. So, earlier this summer, I got what I like to call a slipcover lot off of eBay. It had mostly Brenner era stuff. That I think Blue Mountain Mystery was included in that. And this was in it as well. I'm really glad that I got it for the deal that I got it for, because it had this really cool sticker that's worth a lot of money. But it came just like that. It didn't come with this, and I was kind of disappointed because mostly all of the other releases... Oh, sorry, I think Edward's a little forward. Most of the other releases that have booklets had them. This one didn't, though, and I was kind of disappointed. Maybe I thought, oh, the seller is keeping it for himself. I don't know. So I was like, that's fine. It's not really, like, an important key part. Like, if it didn't come with a slipcover, I would be very disappointed, but it does. But then, about 2 months later, I was at another thrift store. Well, not another thrift store. I was at a thrift store, and they had about 4 or 5 DVDs that I think it was 4 that I didn't have. They were Thomas Comes to Breakfast, an updated, or not an updated version, a big case version of Best of Percy, Thomas Gets Tricked, and Rusty to the Rescue, all on DVD. I needed all 4 of those, so that was a lucky find. But they also had this. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's interesting. I might pick it up because I like it, but then I thought, I don't really need it. But I felt the case, and I'm like, that's a lot thicker than usual. I open it up. Lo and behold, there it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get this. So I got it, and here we are. So I just take this out and then stick it in there just to have a complete version. And this one just sits in my drawer of extra DVDs. I don't really need this anymore. I might give it away to one of you guys. Maybe give it away to someone I know in real life. I don't know. So if you don't know what The Adventure Begins is for some weird reason, it's basically a retelling of the first 2 Railway series books, which is really cool. Otherwise known as, if you're not familiar with the books, the first, I don't know, 7, 8 episodes of the TV show. Those being Edward and Gordon, kind of the sad story of Henry and Henry to the Rescue, whatever it's called. And then the whole Thomas book. So Thomas and Gordon, Thomas's Train, excuse me. I was gonna say the U.S. title. Thomas and the Trucks and Thomas and the Breakdown Train. And they're pretty good adaptations. Not as good as the Small Railway episodes that we would get later, but these are still really nice really nice adaptations, excuse me. I love the animation in this movie. The animation is fantastic. For being rushed into the production schedule, this looks pretty good. I also like the new voice actors they brought on. They didn't get rid of Carrie Shale, but we have a new voice for James now, which is about 1,000,000 times better than Carrie Shale's voice. Sir Topham Hatt's UK voice actor is now doing the voice for the US, which is, in my opinion, much better because I didn't hate Carrie Shale's Sir Topham Hatt. I just wasn't a big fan of him. And then, of course, Thomas over there. Thomas got a new voice actor known as Joseph May. Martin Sherman left the show because he was feeling abused, I guess. I don't remember exactly, but Martin Sherman left on his own will. And now we have Joseph May. And May does a pretty good job. He's not the best voice for Thomas. I do prefer Martin Sherman over him, but not terrible. If he'd only voiced Thomas for this movie, I think it would have been a lot better, but he still voices him in, 6 seasons after this, I think? Maybe? It's either 5 or 6, I don't remember exactly. The new characters are pretty good. I like Glenn. These characters get really fleshed out in the seasons after this. Like Judy and Jerome have their whole episode, and then Glenn has the 2 episodes, which are really good, with Steven. The music was a really big surprise for me. Might as well go back into how I first watched this movie. Back in 2015, I had kind of outgrown Thomas. I wouldn't say that I hated Thomas, but I wasn't as invested in it as I am, say, nowadays. But it was around August 2015, and I was on iTunes one day. I was on my old iPod Touch, I know, go figure. But I was on my old iPod Touch, and I was on iTunes, and I saw there were 2 new Thomas movies, and I thought, oh, I don't think I saw the trailers for this. I don't think I was invested in around early 2015 or late 2014, whenever the trailer came out, but I bought this and Lost Treasure. I watched them, and I loved them, especially this one. This is just like nostalgia on steroids, I guess. I mean, it's so good. It's a great retelling of the original stories. Andrew Brenner really outdid himself. I'm sorry for stuttering, but it's sometimes difficult for me to talk. But anyways, Andrew Brenner and the team did a really great job. I love the direction of this movie, too. The direction is very nice, and I kind of went off topic with the music. The music it's not by Mike and Jr. They don't come back for this movie. It's Robert and Peter. They take the old synths from the 80s and bring them into nowadays, which is pretty cool. There are also 2 songs, Really Useful Engine, which is really good, and Troublesome Trucks, which I think both of those versions are better than their original versions. And the Magic Road version of Useful Engine. I love the focus that Edward gets in this movie, too. He doesn't usually get a lot of focus in the CGI series, at least in the Brenner era. I mean, he did in the Miller era, but he was horribly mistreated. But I love all the focus that we get on him. I love the fact that these 2 are in their original liveries. James was black for pretty much the whole movie, and Thomas was green for the first, 5-ish minutes, 10 minutes of his introduction, which is really cool, even though he shouldn't really be green. But I'm not that kind of nitpicky person. I really don't care. I think my favorite part from the movie, honestly, has to either be Thomas being repainted or the runaway. I mean, that runaway is spectacular. I love that. I love the music too. The music in that is really nice. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for The Adventure Begins. If you haven't seen this movie, I definitely recommend you go watch it. There's not a whole lot wrong with it except for that guy right there, and some pacing issues and some little parts of the story. But overall, it's still very nice. I don't know if I would say this is better than the first season. It visually is better, in my opinion. I'll always love the classic charm of the models, but the animation in this is spectacular. I'd say if you want to risk and you want a challenge and you want to experience Thomas for the first time, this is a good introduction. But if you really want that classic model charm, I'd recommend you start with the first season, and if you want to go even further back, start with the books, then go to the show, then go to this. But that's going to be it for The Adventure Begins. Again, I love this movie to death. I will watch it anytime that I can. Next week, we're taking a look at the best Thomas anything. Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure is a fantastic movie, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you go and watch it. But yeah, we'll get more in depth with that next week, but it is pretty widely agreed that that is the best Thomas movie. But anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I'm getting very excited. We're almost at the episodes we have. Let's see. Lost Treasure, Great Race. We have about 4 more specials before we can start talking about the episodes. And I've already finished organizing all the episodes for the Best of Thomas. And I'm working on the Best of James right now. I'm very excited to bring you guys these episodes. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. I'll see you guys next week with Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure.